Hi, I'm Judy doing Birds of Prey yoga, hiking, or should I say not hiking, on trails closed off for peregrine falcon nesting. Soar with us as we connect with owls, crows, eagles, and falcons, increasing our strength and expanding our individual wingspans.
We will start in Sukhasana, cross-legged position, and right away we will change the cross of our legs just to be a little bit awkward. Our shoulders are directly over our hips, our hands are on our knees, and we'll begin with owl as we look over to our right without moving our torsos whatsoever. And back to the center, over to the left. Owls do not have the same peripheral vision like we do, like humans do. Their eye sockets are fixed to their skulls and their eyeballs cannot rotate. So they've learned to adapt and they turn their heads to the sides. They can twist 270 degrees. Some of us can twist maybe 90 degrees, a little bit more. They are 270. Really remarkable birds of prey. Looking to the center, we will inhale our arms up, palms facing each other, and exhale over to the right. We'll inhale coming up a little bit and exhale coming down a little bit. Inhale up and exhale down, keeping our sits bones to the mat. On the inhale, we'll come up and put our left hand on our right knee and exhale our right arm behind us, tent our fingers and look over our right shoulder. Inhale with an owl's head over our left shoulder, keeping our torso straight. Exhale back. Inhale our right arm up and over. Exhale, touching our left knee, crossing our elbows. Inhaling our arms up, there's a bug around me, into eagle wrap. Exhale down. Inhale coming up, elbows up. Exhale coming down, opening our shoulders, our backs. Inhale, unraveling our arms, and exhale. This bug is bugging me. Inhale our arms up, palms facing each other. Exhale to the left. Inhale a little bit up. Exhale, lower down. As far as you could go, you could use your blocks. Inhale a little bit up for the stretch. Exhale, maybe even further down. On the inhale, we'll come up and take our right arm to our left knee. Exhale your left arm around behind you. Tense your fingers, look over your left shoulder. Inhale our right chin toward our only chin toward our right shoulder like the owl. Exhale back. Inhale your left arm up and over. Exhale to your right knee, crossing your arms. Eagle wrap your arms on the inhale, lifting up your elbows. Exhale down. Inhale coming up. Exhale down. On the inhale, we'll unravel our arms and extend them to our first wingspan. Exhale, behind us, we'll clasp our fingers. Inhale, our arms straight out behind us. Exhale, forward as we lift our hands up toward the sky. Inhale, coming up. Maybe you could touch your knuckles to the mat behind you. Exhale, forward. Your hands are up toward the sky. Inhale, coming up. Your knuckles might be able to touch the mat behind you. And on the exhale, we'll unravel our hands and come into tabletop. As you noticed on the breathing, when we inhale, we're coming up and opening, exhale, coming down and closing. In tabletop, you're extending your left leg out behind you and stretching the Achilles tendon. And we will pick up our right foot. We're on the tops of our right foot and kick it over to the right a bit. Use it as a kickstand as we drop our left heel to the mat. Inhale your right arm up toward the sky. And we're making big arm circles, just loosening our joint. There we go. 2, 3, nice and big. On the way up and over, we'll extend our arm out over our heads, over our ears. Pick up our left foot. Like a bird, we're soaring through the sky. Elbow to knee. Extend and soar. Elbow to knee. Extend and soar. Now bring your overhead hand, the left hand to the mat. We'll come into table as we keep our left leg up. Extend your right arm into sunbird. As if there's a little tug of war, let your fingers stretch as far as they could, your toes far away on the other side. And elbow to knee. Extend into sunbird. Elbow to knee. Sunbird, elbow to knee, and back into tabletop. We'll take our right foot out behind us and stretch the Achilles tendon. And picking up our left foot, we'll make a kickstand out to the left a little bit to the top of our foot as we drop our right heel and lift up our right arm to the sky. Big wingspan. We'll circle our arm around once, twice, nice and big. And 3 times coming up, we're going to bring our right hand overhead, our right arm overhead. Extend your right leg out behind you. This is supported side plank, elbow to knee. Stretch and soar, elbow to knee. Stretch and soar, elbow to knee. Taking your right hand back to the mat, we'll keep our right leg out. Coming back into table and lifting and extending your left arm into sunbird. Really long stretching, elbow to knee. Stretching out into sunbird, elbow to knee. Stretching in sunbird, and back to tabletop. Very nice. From tabletop, we'll extend both legs so that we are in a plank. And birds of prey are very, very strong, so we will do 3 strength building exercises. You can do so many modifications for this. We are in a plank, a high plank, high push-up position. You could lift your left leg or keep it down or go on your knees, but your left leg can come up. We can come down into a low push-up position, low plank or chaturanga. Back up into high plank. Drop your left foot, or you don't have to pick your foot up at all. Right leg up if you like. chaturanga, coming back up, and drop your foot to the mat. From here, we are coming down onto our abs. You're extending your arms out to the side. I'll move these blocks over a tiny bit. And your legs can come out to the sides of the mat. You're lifting up your arms, and we're just touching the floor with our palms, flying through the air, being totally supported by our mats, just flying like a bird, having a little fun. I feel like I'm a little kid swimming with a floaty under me. Arms out to the sides, bend them, bring the palms under your shoulders. You could bring your feet closer together. And we're coming up into any type cobra that you like. You could keep your arms bent, you can straighten them a bit. Move your hips around. Welcoming the practice. And we're coming over our toes into our first downward facing dog. Taking a nice breath. And we are coming into plank. From this, another strength building exercise. You're picking up your left foot, and you could place your between your big toe and the next toe, you could put your ankle bone between them. You could rest them on your ankle bone. This might be a little easier. It's easier for me. We're coming down in chaturanga, back up into the high plank, and lower your left foot. You could pick up your right foot, cross it over, rest it on your left ankle, your left heel if you like, rather. Or you could keep your foot right on the mat or your knees on the mat, down into chaturanga, coming back up, and a plank. And we will come all the way down onto our abs. Come over the tops of your feet. Your arms come out to the sides. They come around behind you. Interlace your fingers like we did earlier. And you're inhaling your shoulders up. Maybe you could lift your feet up at the same time. Maybe move a tiny bit like a bird. A bird of prey, that is. Unraveling your hands come under your shoulders, tops of your feet to the mat. We're coming up into any type of cobra you like. Just move your hips a tiny bit. Flipping over your feet back into downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. We're inhaling into plank, and the last strength bearing exercise, you could lift your left leg up, cross it over if you like, keep it up or keep it down. Chaturanga, high plank, lower your left foot, pick your right foot up if you like, cross it if you like, whatever's good for you, knees down. Chaturanga, high plank, and down. Now we are slowly coming to the mat. We're zipping our feet together, extending our arms forward. Our palms are together like a beak, and we're lifting everything up. And we're not holding our breath. We're breathing. Oh, my feet are supposed to be zipped together. Now you could bend your arms at the elbows, palms under your shoulders, tops of your feet to the mat. We're coming up into a cobra, maybe high cobra this time. Over the tops of your feet and back into downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in and out. From downward facing dog, you're looking between your hands. You'll inhale your right foot up. With your right foot up, you're going to extend your left arm up to the sky. Bring it in front, like a bird soaring. Back up, opening our wingspan, and we're taking our left arm behind us as we bring our right arm forward. We're in a twisted lunge. From twisted lunge, you're looking forward to your right hand, bending a little bit. Your right arm, your right elbow comes to the outside of your left thigh, and we're placing our hands together like a beak, actually a twisted prayer lunge. If this works for you, you can open up your wings. You could use a block under your right hand to bring the ground closer to you. And we're coming back up into the twisted lunge. From twisted lunge, look over your right hand, bring your left arm around behind you. Your palms meet in the shape of a beak. Thumbs are up. Bend your elbows your arms at the elbows as you bring your right foot up to meet your left, and we are coming into an eagle wrap. Bring your right knee up and around, and since your right knee is up, your right arm comes down underneath your eagle wrap in your arms. Crouching eagle. Eagles almost got extinct. Opening up our wingspans. Very nice. I don't even think they're on the endangered species list anymore. It was illegal to shoot them. Everyone was very careful. Oops. The bald eagle is our national animal symbol. And you're bringing your right leg around. Your arms come down to either side of your left foot as you lunge back, and we're coming into a downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take a nice breath in and out. From downward facing dog, you're looking between your hands and bringing your right foot up between your hands. And we are extending our right arm up to the sky, over top your head, over your ear, up to the sky, and we're coming into a twisted lunge position. Looking over your left hand, bend your left arm at the elbow, bring it on the outside of your right thigh. Your right arm comes to meet your left. Make a prayer or a beak. Open your arms, make a big wingspan. Use a block if you like to bring the earth closer to you. Coming back up into the twisted lunge, very nice. Thumb up on your left hand, you're bringing your right arm around to connect. Make a nice beak and draw your thumbs close to your chest as you bring your left foot up to meet your right. We'll continue your left foot up, your knee up, wrapping it around your right leg. Your left arm will come under your right. We're in an eagle wrap. Eagles are just so majestic. And our arms come out into a crouching eagle. We're unraveling our left leg, bringing it back. Our arms, our hands come down to either side of our right foot, and we come back into the downward dog. From downward facing dog, you can rest in child pose or take a few breaths in downward dog. If you're in child pose, you could straighten your legs and come back up. Looking between your hands, we're going to inhale our left foot up and our left arm up to the sky. We'll bring it over top, extending over our ears, back up to the sky. Our left arm comes around behind us as our right arm comes forward. We'll do the same routine one more time. Looking over at our right hand, we're bending our right arm at the elbow. It comes to the outside of our left thigh. Our hands come together in a prayer, twisted prayer lunge, or a beak. Today it'll be a beak. Opening our wingspan. Use a block if you like. Take our left hand over our right, extending. Bringing it back up. Our left arm comes behind us as our right arm comes forward. Looking over your right hand. Thumb up. We'll bring our left arm around to form a beak. Bring our elbows to our sides as our back leg comes up. And we're crossing it over, the right over the left. So the right comes under the left in eagle wrap. We'll begin to go into crouching eagle. Extend our arms out to the sides. Our fingertips are down, crouching eagle. Unraveling your top leg, which is your right leg. Our arms come to either side of our left foot. And back in downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Look between your hands. Inhale your right foot up and exhale. Your right hand up to the sky. Over top our right ear, extending. Up to the sky, and we'll bring our right arm around behind us as our left arm comes forward in a twisted lunge. Take our left arm, bending it at the elbow to the outside of our right thigh. Palms are together in prayer. You could open up your wingspan if you like. Bring your right arm behind you. Your left arm comes forward. Back in the twisting lunge. Thumb up on your left hand. We'll bring our right arm around in front. Nice long beak. And we'll draw our elbows close to our chest as we bring our back leg up. Our left leg up and around in eagle wrap. Our left arm will come under our right. We're coming into crouching eagle. Extending our arms out to the sides. Our fingertips are down. Very nice. Unraveling your top leg and bringing it back into a lunge. And your hands come down on either side of your right foot. And we're back in downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And out. Again, you can go in child pose if you like. If you take another breath in. Out. If you're in child pose, come back up into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're looking up between our hands, and you'll inhale your left foot up. And we're coming into a high crescent. In high crescent, we're opening our wingspan. Our fingers are down like a bird of prey, bringing our wings around behind us. Our abs, our chest, our stomach, whatever is down there for you is resting on your thigh. We're very serious. We see that prey coming up. We're ready to take flight, to go hunt it. Our arms are out to the sides, coming back, looking at it very seriously. And we're coming up. And back, we're resting on our front leg, the thigh of our left leg. We're coming into a flying position. You could bring your back leg up if you like. Your arms can come out to the sides. If you like, it does not have to be. Now you're taking your left hand to the side, maybe to a block. Your right arm comes up into Ardha Chandrasana. And there's a bug right on my elbow. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. We're changing direction, so you're bringing your right arm down. Your left arm comes up. Your back leg does not have to be up, or doesn't have to be up very high. And we're bringing our left arm Down to the other side of our foot, take our back leg back into the lunge position, and our left leg comes back to meet our right downward dog. From downward dog, look between your hands, extend your right leg up. We're coming into the crescent. These big flies really like me today. They're just landing on me. And you're bringing your arms out to the side, opening your wingspan, your fingertips are down, leaning forward, resting your abs on your thigh, your fingertips are up to the sky. We see that prey. Not ready. Coming back up. Leaning forward, our fingertips are up toward the sky. And coming up. One more time, we're leaning forward, taking it very seriously. Now we're taking flight. Our left leg can come up. If you like, it does not have to come all the way up. It doesn't even have to come up. Our arms come out to the sides. We are taking our right arm down to a block or to the mat, to the ground. Our left arm comes up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. We have to change direction, so we're bringing our left arm down to a block, to the mat, whatever works for you. Our right arm can come up. It doesn't have to come all the way up. And take your right arm down to the mat. Your left leg comes to meet your right. We're heel toeing out. Now we're coming down into a squat. Our hands are back in prayer or beak position to make a beak. And we're coming into crow. And yes, a crow is a bird of prey. So also other birds of prey. And a crow is a very intelligent animal. You take your backs of your arms to the insides of your legs, and you're leaning forward. Take your hands down to the mat, and you're going to make a shelf with the back of your arms, and you can come up to your tippy toes. This can be as high as you want. You could lift one leg or the other leg, touch your toes. Very, very nice. This is crow. And we're coming down. Very nice. You could extend one leg out and the other back into a downward facing dog. Take a nice breath in and out. Look between your hands. Inhale your left foot up, and we're coming back up. Our arms come up and out to the sides. Our fingertips are down, opening our wingspan. Still hunting. We're birds of prey. We are here where there's peregrine falcon nesting. I'll explain that during Shavasana. We're resting our abs on our thighs as we bring our arms back. Interlace your fingers, straighten your arms. Coming in for the kill. Coming back up. Wingspan. Wingspans are normally, our wingspan as tall as we are, about. And coming back, interlace your fingers, straighten your arms. Coming back up, opening our wingspan, looking as big as we possibly can, leaning forward, interlacing our fingers, straightening our arms. Now we're coming forward, bending your left leg a bit as you bring your right foot up if you like. Your arms can come out to the sides, fingertips down. Take your left arm to a block, to the mat, going in one direction. Ardha Chandrasana. Changing direction, so you're bringing your right hand down and opening up your left arm out to the side. Revolved half moon. Take your left hand down to the mat. Your right leg will meet your left, and we'll come up into Tadasana. Heel toe our feet once, twice. Our toes are out diagonally to the sides. Take your hands in beak today or prayer. You're coming down in a squat. We'll do crow one more time. And crows are so smart, they have learned over the years. I'll tell it as we're hanging, as we're balancing, you're taking your hands down to the mat. Arms are making a shelf for the insides of your legs. So we're coming up however way you like. They have learned over the years to take the nuts that they are about to digest, or ingest rather, drop them on the highway and roads and let the cars run over them and crack them for them. And then they swoop down and get the nuts that are already open, makes it easier for them. And they have learned that. That's how smart they are. And you can shoot your legs out between your arms, shoot them out, or make your way into upward facing dog, downward facing dog, whatever works for you. Take a nice breath in. Look between your hands. We're inhaling our right foot up. We're coming back up one last time, opening our wingspan, dropping your fingers down, and we're leaning forward. Your arms are straight, your fingers are interlaced with each other. Coming back up into the wingspan. Leaning forward, resting your abs, your chest on your thighs, interlacing your fingers, straightening your arms. Coming back up, not quite ready. Leaning forward, resting our goodness on our thighs, straightening your arms, interlacing your fingers, bending your right leg a little bit as we pick up our left leg if we choose to. Airplane, warrior three, our fingertips are down. Coming in for the kill. Oh, we have to change direction. Your right arm can come down on a block, oops, on the ground, as in my case, on a mat, the floor. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Your left arm comes down as your right arm comes up. Switching sides, switching direction. And bring your right arm down. Your hands are on either side of your right foot. You're bringing your left leg back into a lunge. And we are heel toeing our right foot over to the left. And we're dropping our right knee down. You could use a mat if you like, a block if you like, under your knee. If that works for you, we're coming into pigeon. And no, a pigeon is not a bird of prey. Pigeons are the prey. Also prey for man, humans also. Pigeon pie, haven't heard of that lately on the menu. And we're coming down into a sleeping pigeon, however way you like. Winding down, taking some nice breaths. Come and join us on Pigeons of New York City yoga. That was a lot of fun. And we're coming up. Your hands are on either side of not on either side, on the mat. You're coming over the tops of your left foot, and we're bringing our right foot back into downward dog. From downward dog, you're bending your legs at the knees, and we're sitting back on our heels, keeping our toes facing the front of the mat. So we are in toes pose. We're perched like a bird. And you're taking your right arm out to the side. Your left arm swoops down below and pulls it a little bit further over to the left. Very nice. We're at Milford's Knob today, where there are very many peregrine falcon nesting trails that are closed because they're nesting. We can't go on them. We don't want to disturb nature. And releasing. Take your left arm out to the side, your right arm swoops down behind, under it, pulls it closer to your shoulder, to your chest, enhancing the stretch. This way we don't think of the toes pose. Sometimes it's a little painful. If it is, go to the tops of your feet. I'm so used to it, I think it feels good now. It used to be a little painful for me. And release. We're walking our hands out to the front of the mat, coming back up into downward dog. Look between your hands. Take your left foot up between your hands in a lunge, and we're heel toeing our left foot over to the right, and we're coming into pigeon on the other side. You could use a block under your knee if you need to. You're over the top of your right foot. Your legs should be straight, not splayed out to the side. Inhaling and coming down into the sleeping pigeon. Again, it's not a bird of prey, it is the prey. And the falcon, the peregrine falcon almost got extinct. It is still on the endangered species list. Years ago, they came out with a very good pesticide, and it really worked very well, killing insects, DDT. A lot of people thought it was cancerous for humans when they have no proof of that, but it was indeed damaging the peregrine falcon's eggs. And you're coming up. We're taking our hands to the mats, coming over the back of your right foot as we bring our left leg back into downward dog. In downward dog, we're bending our knees, our legs at the knees, and sitting back again in toes pose. Our toes are facing the side of the mat. We're sitting on our heels, giving our feet a nice stretch. We're perched on our heels like a bird. Extending our right arm up. We really used our arms today. You're bending your right arm at the elbow. You could touch maybe the nape of your neck. Take your left hand over by your elbow and pull it down a little further. Maybe your hand can come between your shoulder blades. Give yourselves a nice stretch. So we realized that the DDT was damaging the peregrine falcon's eggs, so the United States banned it. And so did some other countries, but not every country in South America. And we're releasing our arms. I know I'm keeping you in suspense. Bringing your left arm up, bending it at the elbow. Maybe you could touch the nape of your neck. Take your right arm and maybe you could pull the elbow back a little bit further. Perhaps your hand can touch in between your shoulder blades. So when the peregrine falcons over the winter migrate to some of the South American countries, they're still eating the vegetation which is sprayed by DDT because not every country banned it. So their eggs are still thin and brittle and the young are not surviving, but not all the peregrine falcons, because they do fly to other countries, not just one specific country. And DDT is banned in the United States to save the peregrine falcons. So here we are at Milford's Knob, and they closed off the trails so that where the peregrine falcons nest, so they will and can survive here. You're releasing your arms, very, very nice. We're taking our feet and fishtailing them around in front. And we're bending our legs at the elbows. We're coming down onto our backs. Bring your heels close to your fingertips. And we're going to inhale our pelvis up to the sky. Take your arms around behind you, under your back. You could interlace your fingers, straighten your arms. Maybe you could come up on the backs of your arms, the tops of the backs of your arms. Your pelvis might come up a little bit higher. You could pick up your heels if you like. And And you're dropping your heels. Maybe you could pick them up one more time. Go a little higher. Drop your heels to the mat. Unlace your fingers. You're dropping your hips back to the mat. Your legs are out to the on either side of the mat, and you're windshielding your knees back and forth, back and forth. Take your knees over to the left. Take your left heel over your right knee. You could help gravity pull your leg down a little further to enhance the stretch. We really worked our hips today with all the birds of prey poses, the fun, crazy poses. Respecting all the animals out there. When the food chain here in New York was broken a bit due to the not so many peregrine falcons, there was a surplus of rats because rats is a large part of their prey. Taking your left heel off of your knee, we're bringing our knees over to the right. Pick up your right heel and place it on your left knee. Help gravity pull your left knee down. Your palms are faced up toward the sky, whatever helps. Whatever's good for you. So just one animal that leaves the food chain, it offsets all the rest of the food chain. It creates the imbalance. So man is trying to help out. We're doing our share here at Milford's Knob, which is part of the Delaware Water Gap in Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania. And taking your right heel off, we're keeping our right knee down and taking your left knee over to the sides. The soles of our feet will come together. You could take blocks under your knees if you like, if this is a little uncomfortable, or just let gravity pull your knees down. Take your arms up overhead if this is comfortable for you. Otherwise, you could keep them to your sides. You could bend your arms at the elbows and clasp your elbows. And we are coming into Shavasana this way, in the final resting pose. If this is too tight, you could take your hands and just interlace your fingers again a bit over the tops of your head, opening your chest. Final resting pose. And we're going to straighten our arms and straighten our legs. We could point our feet, extend our fingers as far as they can, flex our fingers and hands, point, flex, point, and flex. Bring your arms around, down to your hips, and draw your knees into your chest. Give yourselves a nice hug. And you can come back up into Sukhasana any way you like, in a cross-legged position. And again, we'll switch the cross of our legs. It was a little bit awkward today. The poses as we change direction and fly through the air. We are humans, we walk on land. We're not used to flying, a little awkward, but we had so much fun. Placing your hands together, forming a beak. Thank you so much for joining Amazing Trails Yoga, doing birds of prey yoga. And make sure you subscribe to us, like us. We love you. And have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.